Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is a Rabbabaya coming at you from the Chicago camp with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, Iran and Racism. Got this video was talking about Esau and, his nature. I thought it was interesting. So anyway, before I show the video, I'm going to read a quick scripture. I want to tell you that this video is for teaching purposes only. Fair use, fair use. I'm not getting anything from it, just for teaching purposes only. This talks about the wicked. I'm talking about Esau. I'm going to go to Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 10. It says, if he begot a son that is a robber, a shedder of blood, that doeth the like of any of these things, and that doeth not any of those duties, but even has eaten upon the mountains and defiled his neighbor's wife, have oppressed the poor and the needy, have spoiled by violence, has not restored the pledge, has lifted up his eyes to idols, have committed an abomination. It says, has given forth upon usury, and has taken increase. Should he then live? He should not live. He has done he has done all these abominations. He should surely die, and his blood should be upon him. So that's what's going to happen to Esau, man. Esau has done all these things, not just to Jacob, but to the earth. He is the wicked. This video is going to go more into what the scriptures are talking about. So let's play the video.
I bet you didn't know this. Check it out. Let me know what you think about it.
Everything that is going on with the war right now in Iran is because of American racism, full stop. That's not an exaggeration. That's not hyperbole. I honestly think most Americans don't even understand who we are as a country or what we've done. Iran had a democracy, one we would have gotten along with perfectly well. We would have supported it. But the right wing of American politics through the CIA and British intelligence staged a coup of the Iranian democracy to reinstall the Shah because they wanted to plunder oil from Iran like it's a colony and not a trading partner. The reason I say racism is, how come in the 1950s the United States wasn't overthrowing the government of France or Belgium or Sweden or England to plunder their markets? Oh, what's the difference? It's because the Iranian people were brown. Just like Ronald Reagan overthrew a democracy in Nicaragua because they were brown. If America actually lived by its principles, we would have supported the democracy in Iran, and we would be nowhere near where we are today. They would be a partner, an ally in the world. Racism is at the root of so many of America's ills because it has been there from the start and continues to manifest in right-wing politics, and enough is enough.
Everybody need to watch this video. I bet you didn't know this.
Yeah, because they're the wicked of the earth. Micah chapter 2, verse 1, it says, woe unto them that devise iniquity, that work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it's in the power of their hand. They covet fields, they take them by violence, and houses, they take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, and even a man and his heritage. So that's these people. They're here to steal, kill, and destroy. They just take, the earth, and they do by their technology, because they are the wicked of the earth. Let's go to Malachi chapter 1. Let's start at chapter 1, verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said Yahweh. Yet ye say, where hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we should return and build the desolate places. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they should call them the border. They should call them the border of wickedness, and the people whom the Lord has indignation forever. So that means righteous hatred forever. So these people are the wicked. He's wondering why they're doing this, because they are the wicked of earth. The Lord made them the wicked, you know, and through their technology, they doing, you know, wicked things. Let's get that. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Start at verse 9. I'll start at verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he that will now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So this man has got to be taken out of the way. He's not going to let up. It says, verse 8, it says, then should the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord should consume with the spirit of his mouth, that's through the prophets, and should destroy with the brightness of his coming. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. So through Esau's technology, you know, he's able to do, you know, through his blessing, which was a sword, he's able to do, you know, what he does. He's able to come through the earth and take and steal and kill. But his time is up, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to judge this devil, you know. Let's go to Psalms chapter 64. I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, they encourage themselves in the evil manner. They commune laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? When it says they commune lying snares, I mean they lie traps, you know, all the time. You know, for the enemies, they'll make deals and go back on. They'll set up a deal and go just lie, go back on it. Verse 6, it says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them in their heart is deep. So this devil thinks way down the line, you know, to take and cheat a person. You know, instead of Esau keeping his word, he never keeps his word. He always goes back on his word. You know, everything he say and he do is a lie. You know, I want to say this video is for teaching purposes only. I'm not getting anything from it. It's just for teaching purposes. Fair use, fair use. But yeah, Esau, you know, everything he does is a lie. And what's happening is every time he lies, you know, the truth comes out. Let me read down a little bit. Let me go to verse 7. It says, but God should shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly should they be wounded. Verse 8, this is the point. They should make their own tongues fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. So that's exactly what's happening through the Bible and through the internet. You know, they're not able to keep a lot of the lies that they do in their secret councils is coming to the forefront. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.